How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new video. Of course, I am still advocating to have DigiByte added on Coinbase, and on Twitter we have had a pretty good response. People keep tweeting at Coinbase, and of course, we've been tweeting at Elon Musk and a few other projects. But I am pretty passionate, I think, about getting DigiByte added on Coinbase, and I think you should be too. And I think that excitement is shared through the crypto community, and I think these sort of grassroots sort of campaigns have a lot more power than people give them credit for, which is so it's something that I find important. I'm personally excited about. I think that Coinbase, some people have asked me, why Coinbase, why not any other number of exchanges? Well, for one good reason, I just think that Coinbase is sort of like a newbie, like the place for people who've just been introduced to cryptocurrency. I hear Coinbase is like one of the most frequented places for people who just have decided to buy Bitcoin. I think the other one is Robinhood, the Robinhood app, but that's a total that's horrible. I wouldn't wish anybody to buy wouldn't wish that on my worst enemies, to have anybody buy anything on Robinhood. But yeah, so I think that it would be good though just to have like people who are interested in cryptocurrency to be able, who are just newcomers to cryptocurrency, to have DigiByte among the options on Coinbase. It's just a thought. It's something I care about. But anyway, another custodial sort of piece of input here. Hardware wallets are robust and much safer form of crypto custody. At the moment, more than half of the crypto users store the majority of their coins in cold storage, according to a research report. The research involved 339 Sweden citizens under survey, and about 158 people chose hardware wallets as a safer option than hot storage, as they were we have to worry about cyber thefts online. That is important. Definitely, you don't want to keep it on definitely, number one is don't keep it on the exchanges. Number two is get it off a computer, get it on a hardware wallet. They're much better than many other HSMs, much safer. Hardware wallets are kind of consumer level HSM, which is more robust. If HSM is not properly configured, the security will be compromised. So it is definitely interesting. But we've got Robert Kiyosaki names telltale signs that it's time to buy Bitcoin, which is definitely interesting. Mall of America in Minnesota announces it will miss second payment on its $1.5 billion mortgage. And intelligent question is, who is not getting paid? Domino's starting to fall. IMF says debt will raise from 6 trillion to 66 trillion. Oh my geez, from by the end of 2020. And he says buy silver and gold and Bitcoin. Well, the money is still worth it. The collapse is about to begin, according to Kiyosaki. The Mall of America, the biggest shopping center in the U.S., is one of these, big dominoes. The Minnesota-based shopping hub has already missed the second payment of 1.4. And of course, in mortgages, the company blames it on the pandemic-related hardships. It will not be able to reopen its doors until the start of June, which is pretty interesting. On other news, we have traders believe Ethereum is about to make a massive move. Will it favor longs? Only time will tell. Bitcoin surprising sell-off. Is Satoshi cashing out? Amid speculation that Bitcoin, we have Satoshi Nakamoto might be selling Bitcoin, slumped into the holiday weekend, falling more than 10% from its to its high from 9,000 on Thursday. Definitely an interesting bit of information there. And it will be interesting just to see, the best insurance in the world is holding a whole Bitcoin. I like that tweet. And it is, I'd say, it is interesting just to see how, and I don't know, I think it's interesting just how we've been watching a lot of these different the elements of, societal implications unrolling. And it will be interesting to see. But now more than ever, I think it's important. I hope DigiByte gets added on Coinbase. But still, DigiByte is interesting. It is a blockchain that's been around and time tested and proven. And I think that there is probably one of the greatest communities in the cryptocurrency space. That have centered themselves and dedicated minds. Regarding DigiByte. And, especially while we see more people going online, we have DigiID, DigiAssets, of course, blockchain. It will be interesting to see, forward thinking, truly decentralized, and of course, faster than Bitcoin. So it will be very interesting to see now where we watch DigiByte and, the compounding variables that are interconnected and surrounding much of the cryptocurrency space and, the related satellite concepts that we are basically forced to pay attention to along with it. Now, especially from the legislative side, and of course, all these other things. So this is a pretty interesting point that does Bitcoin's layered solutions threaten its competition or its decentralization? So this is an interesting bit of information here by Jude Lopez. So of course, while Bitcoin was initially poised as the future currency that would make traditional fiat currencies obsolete, the King Coin's decentralized nature and its consensus mechanisms have stood in the way of realizing such a grand dream. While Bitcoin represents one of the most honest and secure forms of currency, in most cases it can't be counted as the most scalable to solve these shortcoming. Developers have mostly turned to layered solutions that offer added features set on top of Bitcoin's base. So I think that this question of scalability is one that's answered by DigiByte, and I think that this is also another reason why DigiByte, it can be seen as sort of a better Bitcoin. The idea of having different layers, twos for Bitcoin is that they can happen permissionlessly, and they can add new capabilities to Bitcoin and make a different trade-offs. So Liquid itself is not a solution to scaling because it's ultimately going to have similar trade-offs as any blockchain has. These are all interesting things to pay attention to, and it definitely, I think it's a pretty relevant topic of discussion in the realm of cryptocurrency, where we can see a lot of these different things as they've been compounding, in a lot of different aspects. So of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Now, I'm not your dad, I'm not your financial advisor. So do make sure that you do your own research, and then do with that as you wish. Do what makes you happy, I guess. But I'm just saying, I'm not. I wouldn't tell you to do anything. This is a very high risk, high volatility space, and you'll want to be able to make your own decisions and not get caught up in listening to what other people tell you to do, especially content creators online and stuff like that. This video just keeps on playing, and I think you should probably watch this every single day, or at least send it to people who are non
digitally. So we as
simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally, and we do that by buying treasury bills or bonds or other government guaranteed securities, and that actually increases the money supply. We also print actual currency, and we distribute that through the Federal Reserve.
So, I know you all hear that. They make money digitally. Yeah. So, but they can actually make money out of thin air, apparently, these days. It sounds like a little event that happened around, the time of World War II. My history is not all that great, but maybe somebody in the comments can help us non-history majors. I'm more of a math guy. But all that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I hope we do eventually see DigiByte on Coinbase. That would be exciting. But yeah, all that being said, I hope you guys have had a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.